Alright, it has been raining all day today, and the squirrels are running all over the place. It's still misting a little bit, so it's time to get a squirrel. I've got two deer in the freezer, and I just got through butchering up a wild hog my parents brought me. I've noticed squirrels are crawling around underneath my daughter's vehicles. They've already got my barn and cut all my video camera wires, and so they're causing all kinds of damage. So I'm going to get out here and see if I can't knock down a couple of squirrels. So this hunt will probably extend over a few days, especially if it starts sprinkling any heavier than it is. There goes a squirrel right there. Anyways, let's get out here and see if we can't knock down some squirrels. Alright, I've got two squirrels laying within inches of each other over there. That's the one thing I hate about using scopes that set way up off of the gun barrel. For squirrels in close, you have to aim high, like really high, to put the round where you want it. And at that point, it's just Kentucky windage. I much prefer my Marlin 22 with the scope that sets right off of the barrel. But unfortunately, that scope does not record. Alright, this is making for a challenging hunt for a couple of reasons. One, my squirrels are little bitty. These are little bitty grays. The other is I'm using a scope that sets way off of the gun barrel, way up high. And with that situation, when the squirrel is in close, you have to aim well above the squirrel's head to get the round where you need it to. It's a ways out where that round actually meets where the crosshairs are on the scope. Don't really like that situation, but it's the only scope I have that records. I'm using subsonic rounds. At a long distance shots, really difficult because that round starts to fall. If I was using regular high velocity rounds, it wouldn't be a problem. I could shoot some long shots. But unfortunately, I'm using subsonics, which are really quiet. That's great. Squirrels don't get spooked, but long shots are very difficult. So shots in close are difficult and long shots are difficult. So this is going to be a rough hunt. But that's okay. I've already got two, and these are probably the ones that are tearing up my barn because we are within 15 yards of my barn. I'm just going to slowly ease south across my property and see if I can spot some more squirrels. It rained all day yesterday, except for like the last hour of sunlight. Tried to squirrel hunt, but wasn't successful. Wasn't much moving. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit right there. And it's rabbit season too. I may try to take him. Rabbit is delicious. So anyways, I need to quit talking. Continue on my walk. Dang, that'll work. I had just given up on trying to spot that rabbit. Looked off to my right and had two squirrels sitting on a branch looking right at me. With me moving really slow, I didn't spook them. They just sat still. Alright, I'll ease over there and pick those two up. They also fell within just a couple of feet of each other. One there, and one right here. These are good-sized red squirrels. I hear a squirrel barking way up ahead. Something's got him stirred up. Could be a hawk or an owl. I seriously doubt he sees me at this distance. Plus, I'm moving extremely slow. Alright, I'm not seeing a whole lot more. It's getting about midday and the wind's picking up. Middle of the day, a lot of red squirrels like to just lay around branches and sleep. And they sure don't like to move around if the wind's blowing. Too many predators out here. So I'm going to go back to the house and skin up these squirrels. And I might come back out later in the evening when it gets a little closer to sunset. Real pretty day, so this evening they'll probably be moving around a little bit. But I can't complain about that. Poor squirrels. That'll make for some good eating. Cook those up in the air fryer. Man, those are delicious. Alright, I'll see you guys this evening. Alright, it's evening time. I cleaned those 4 squirrels that I got them in the freezer. Now I'm going to go out here and see if there's any squirrels running around this evening so I can add to the collection. Alright, I got him. The second squirrel spotted me, and he wouldn't stop until he was out of sight. Good-sized boar squirrel. Well, it looks like that squirrel eased off into a nest. It's Almost sunset right now. I didn't realize there was a nest over there till I got a little closer, and then I saw it. And there was no squirrel to be found. That's okay. Still got one big fat red squirrel. So I'll get him skinned out in the freezer, then I'll probably go do it again in the morning. And I still have squirrels around the house here to hunt also. I've already had them cut wires underneath my my G-Ride back when I was gainfully employed with the federal government, since retired. So anyways, I want to skin this squirrel out, then head into the house.
There's one, and there's two. Right out my front window. I've already had one of these little turds crawl up underneath my government vehicle and cut wires. Had to have the vehicle towed and then repaired. Time to take these little nuisances out. Alright, missed the first shot. Followed up on a second shot and took one squirrel.
Nice headshot. So I'll lay an ambush in the comfort of my warm house and see if any more come around. Looks like I got a couple more squirrels out there in the pecan grove. There's another one. Well, that worked out pretty well. At a distance, this gun is great. I really love this gun for like hog hunting, sneaking up on hogs within 40 yards, 50 yards or so. But it's just not a good squirrel gun for up close and personal. All right. This is a gray squirrel. 64 yards with a subsonic. There's another one. I got another red squirrel right up in here somewhere. He may be in a nest. Nope. There he is right there, peeking around the corner. I'll see if I can take him. right, another one down. Nice red squirrel. All right, that'll work. Another squirrel out of the pecan. Okay guys, this is my setup. This is the Beretta ARX 160. This thing operates flawlessly. I have never had a jam in it, and it will eat the dirty 22 rounds. No problem at all. This gun is great for shooting hogs out at 40-50 yards. You saw me make the squirrel shot at 64 yards. But as you can see, the scope sets way up off of where the barrel's at. See, the barrel's way down here, and the center of the scope is way up here. So that is bad juju for trying to shoot squirrels in the head at close range. But like I said, my preferred weapon for squirrels is a 22 Marlin with a suppressor on the end and shooting subsonics or even high velocity. Another one down. That's a fat one there. All right, good deal. There's another one. Oh, there he is. Good job, Chloe. I didn't even see him. I'll pull him out of there. All right. Good deal. I'm glad I brought the dog out here with me, because I could not see that squirrel at all.